What music?
That is so crazy.
It's so crazy. So the door was one of the hardest things to build. We built it 100% from scratch, so this is not pre-made by any means.
Wow.
This door we bought, you know, at Home Depot. This is a solid core door, solid wood. Then there's another layer. If you look in right here, you can see a little bit of the lead. That's 8 pounds per square foot sheet lead.
Wow.
And that's adding a ton of mass.
Yeah.
And then this is 3/4 inch cabinet grade plywood, which we just shot a bunch of nails through and sandwiched the door, which actually you can see even here. I think there's like a little nipple.
Oh yeah.
One of the screws almost destroyed the door. But luckily, you know, that just sandwiched that in there. And then you've got your regular old deadbolt and stuff. This is metal lining right here all the way around the door and on the bottom, and then this is a magnetic seal. So you've got 2 layers of sealing. So it seals against this and it seals against the outside of the door, double. Plus you have a magnetic strip that just goes and sucks.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's how you get that like full soundproofing. And this door took a ton of time to build. I mean, we had to troubleshoot it a bunch. The door is so heavy that it's constantly kind of settling.
Pulling, yeah.
And I mean, that's pretty much it. The only thing that I wish we had done is move this over just a little bit more so we could have gotten more of a continuous seal here, but in the end it didn't really matter. It's still sealed.
Nice.
Airtight. You know, you can see the thickness of these walls.
Yeah.
So you've got your outside wall with sheathing on the outside, and then hardy board on the outside of that. And then you've got a 1-inch air gap in between, which we can't see unfortunately. But right here, there's a 1-inch air gap between your frames. So you got the outside frame, air gap with nothing, and then the inside frame. Hence that idea of the room within a room.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you got the concrete slab, and that's making your floor soundproof. And then the ceiling has 3 layers of hat channels on each. You'll see it's got a peak ceiling, and then the hat channels are holding the 2 layers of drywall up. So there's 2 layers of drywall all the way around the room, and it's freaking heavy.
Wow. Here, let's walk inside and check it out.
Yeah. But yeah, here we go. So you got, you know, all this background noise, all the good stuff. You kind of have to give it a little bit of a lean into it. Boom. It's gone.
It's so crazy.
It's so crazy.
Wow. This is beautiful in here, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Really
beautiful.
appreciate that, man.
Super cozy, great colors. It's not too big, it's not too small.
No, it's just right. Yeah, and you know, it's like when you build it yourself, one thing you don't realize about construction is just how much attention to detail you put in when it's your own, you know?
Yeah.
And so like the final product, you know, my electrician said it best. He's like, you guys spent a year building a Cadillac. Like, it's just like this like fancy, like perfectly detailed building where we didn't really cut any corners at all. So in the end, you know, it really feels good. I appreciate that.
And now, since you finished it, how long have you been working in it?
Only 3 months now.
3 months?
Yeah.
How's it been going?
Great. It's amazing. I'm just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, you're seeing it in its like infancy. We could get a drummer in here if we wanted, and then we'll do like vocal tracking in here. We'll do guitars. I play banjo. This is a huge thing that I do. Classical guitar. I'll do some bass occasionally. Programming a ton of stuff as well these days. You know, using samples is what we do a lot of. So it's the perfect space for that. You know, and if we want to shoot videos or something for an artist, we've got the space to do it. You know, if we need to put a cello or a trumpet player in here, it's like we're gonna get that nice big room sound. Yeah. But then if you move over here, you know, to the mix position, we've got this reflection-free zone here where you've got a dead space underneath the cloud and on either side of here to cut those early reflections. And it sounds awesome. You know, the 3-dimensional feel that I'm getting while mixing is the best I've had yet. Got some room correction software through SonarWorks, which is really helpful.
How do you like that?
I love it.
Is it great?
Yeah, it's been great.
Heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, it's so easy, and it just like flattens out my speakers. Yeah. And my headphones too, which is so awesome. Earlier when we were talking, that was so funny when you were like, there's a vocal booth behind here. I'm like, yeah, just open the secret passageway, which I wish I had done. But actually what this is super cool. Gotta give a little plug to GIK Acoustics for their acoustic treatment.
What are they called? GIK?
GIK Acoustics. They're based out of Atlanta. I should be sponsored by them because I just love them so much. So you basically just build yourself a little booth, and then this little piece here works really well on the top. And building forts as a kid has turned out to be something very useful. It looks, you know, a little funky,
yeah,
but it works freaking amazing. You just throw a mic in here, you can come in and hear it. Like, you get up close, you're just like, whoa, it's just dead in here.
Yeah.
And every vocal recording I've ever done sounds awesome. I've worked in studios with vocal booths, and honestly, I almost would rather work in this because I have so much more control over the sound. And then when I want the space back,
yeah,
I have it. So for every home studio owner, I would highly recommend this setup. I'm just like, yeah, it doesn't look quite as cool as a vocal booth, but like at the end of the day, it's so versatile.
Yeah, what is this? This is 1/8 inch MDF.
Yeah, this
with
is
some Owens Corning.
Got some. They don't use Owens Corning, I think, as much as they probably use some sort of Rockwell style, safe and sound type thing. I don't know. You'd have to talk to them, but it's a little squishier than Owens Corning.
That's cool. Yeah, we did stuff like this all the time in East West, just building vocal booths when we didn't have enough. Right? Yeah. This is obviously a much better solution because it looks like you can really fold these down. You
can fold them down, and then you don't even know. And then it kind of like comes back. So I hang all my acoustic treatment on these monkey hooks. So it's a single hook that just goes to the drywall. They're awesome because they're barely putting a hole in your beautiful soundproofing. And then it's back to where it was. You got some diffusion panels on the back here to just help with those reflections off the back wall. And then a mini split, which is doing all my heating and cooling and also doing a little bit of dehumidifying if I need it. And it's been awesome, this Mr. Cool. Funny story, when I had my first studio room, I actually had some DIY panels built, but we had a mold problem. The insurance money from the mold issue paid for all the new panels, and I was like, well, I think I'm gonna get some high-end panels. Honestly, the extra money I think is totally worth it. Like, I hear the difference, plus they just look amazing.
Yeah, they look really good.
Really clean, but you know, you can always build them yourself too, and they do a good job.
So the same company made these?
Same company made these, yeah.
I love the cool patterns.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I like it too, and you know, diffusion panels are a lot harder to do yourself.
Yeah.
They require a lot of math, and they do make a difference because when I first started out, I didn't have the red ones, and once I put them on, I was like, oh yeah, like it's cleaner. Like my imaging on the speakers when I was mixing was way cleaner. Same with these bigger bass traps here. I'm like nerding out hard. I hope your audience loves the nerd.
I don't care. It's all for me. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, so these are bigger bass traps, which they recommended.
And is that just a rectangle?
Yep, just a big old rectangular cube square thing.
That's cool.
And these are the original ones I had, so I didn't want to get rid of them. So I ended up putting them on top. But I needed 8. So I ended up buying these bottom ones, and then if you see in the back corner there, I just shoved the leftover ones down behind the speakers.
Oh, okay.
And surprisingly, it sounds like it makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Even back here, I'm like, oh, the room is tighter.
Yeah.
You know, it's still a little live, but it's definitely really nice.
Hey, thanks for checking out this clip. If you're setting up your own studio and you have any questions about how to hook things up, what to plan for, what gear you are thinking about getting, how you want to go about it, you can schedule a call with me at andrewmastersmusic.com. It's a one-on-one, 1-hour consultation where you can ask me anything you want. The link is down in the description. Go schedule your call today. And if you're just chilling and you want to subscribe or watch another clip, click one of these 2 things.